A simple and effective way to improve your presence as an artist on Spotify is to add a canvas to each of your tracks. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a Spotify canvas is, it looks something like this, and it is a short animated video or animation or simple picture with some movement to it to increase visibility when somebody is on your track on the app on their phone listening to Spotify. It's a way to improve the user experience a little bit, give them a little something extra with your brand, and increase engagement because somebody's going to take the time to look at that image, tap the screen, see the whole thing, and probably going to listen to your song a little bit longer as well. So today we're going to walk through how to make a Spotify canvas and how to add it to your song using Spotify for Artists. Now, if you're new here, my name's Tom, and on this channel, we talk about music marketing, branding, business, and a host of other things that are going to help us move from making music as a hobby to making music as a business. And today, we're going to walk through how to make a Spotify canvas. Specifically, we're going to look at how I make my Spotify canvases, and we're going to make a brand new one for my song, To the Wolves.
You threw me to the wolves and left me there to die. I think about it all the time.
So let's hop in first to our graphic editor. Me, I'm using Affinity Photo. If you're using Photoshop, a lot of the same things will apply. And we'll make our images for our Spotify canvas. After that, we'll move into Final Cut, animate it together. And then lastly, we'll hop over to Spotify for Artists and upload it to our song. So let's dive in. This is the artwork for my song To the Wolves. Now, this is a song that I released a while back in 2019, in fact, and I just never got around to adding a canvas to it because, quite frankly, it hasn't been that much of a priority. But today we're going to change that. I like using the artwork in my canvas. You can use anything you want. You can make video, you can make animations, you can do whatever you want to do. Me, personally, I like to kind of animate together my artwork because it fits with the vibe of kind of how everything looks in my catalog. So I'm going to take this artwork and I'm going to format it for canvas. The first thing I have to do is I have to adjust it to the right dimensions of the image. Right now it's just a square 1x1, but I've got to turn it into a 9x16 vertical image to go on my phone. What I've done is I've copied this to a new file and I've redone the dimensions of this and then adjusted a few things inside of it. So if we look at the dimensions of this file, you can see that it's 1080 pixels by 1920 pixels. So that's what the dimensions are going to need to be for your canvas. From there, I've taken all the elements and I've stretched them out and adjusted them to make it be a full height image so that it'll work well for my Spotify canvas. And now I'm going to export this into two separate files because what I like to do is give things kind of like a blinking strobing effect. So it looks like essentially the light is going on and off in the image here. In this case, it would be the guy's flashlight that's in the image would be blinking on and off kind of to my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to export this entire image exactly as it is. Again, it's 1080 by 1920. I'm going to go JPEG format and we'll export. And we'll just call this To the Wolves. Next, I'm going to hide all of the elements except for this graphic kind of fuzzy VHS overlay that I have on top of it. And I'm going to export this by itself. Again, same dimensions, JPEG, and we'll click export and we'll call this overlay. So now that we've exported both of our elements, it's time to import them into Final Cut where we'll actually do our animation. So here in Final Cut, I've got a new library set up and I'm going to import media. I'll go to the desktop and I'll import both of these files, import all. Now that they're in here, it's time to create a new project. So I'm going to use Command N, create a new project. And I'm going to call this To the Wolves Canvas. Then we're going to come down to video. We're going to select the drop down and we're going to scroll down and select vertical. And then we want to confirm that our resolution is 1080 by 1920. Now we're going to click OK to create this event. I like sticking with the 24 frames per second frame rate because I think it looks cool. If you want to change your frame rate, have at it. So now that this is done, we need to drop both of these in here. I'm going to drop the overlay in first, zoom in on the whole thing, and then we will drop in the full image as well. Now your Spotify canvas can be anywhere from 3 to 8 seconds long. It's got to be an MP4 format. Because this imported at about 4 seconds long, I'm just going to make my canvas exactly 4 seconds and leave it at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a few frames within this top one to give it a blinking effect. That way we have an easy, simple animation here, something that I think will look cool. Set it to loop, and we'll hit play and see what happens. So now we've got a blinking image that kind of has this strobe effect to it. It's a simple animation with the album cover, and I'm happy with it. Now it's time to export it as a movie file so that we can upload it to Spotify for Artists. So I'll do Command E to export. I'll confirm that it is going to be a .mp4, which is exactly what we want. We'll click Next to the Wolves canvas, and we'll click Save. One thing I will say as an aside, you don't need any audio in your canvas. Because your song is going to be playing over the top, we've just exported a video-only file here with no audio in it. You don't need to add audio. It's not something you need to worry about. So now that we've confirmed this looks cool, I'm into it. We're going to hop over to Spotify for Artists, and we're going to upload this thing to go alongside our track on Spotify. So starting from the Music tab in Spotify for Artists, you can see this column here called Views. Now, Views is views of your Spotify canvas. And anywhere there's a dash, you can see that I don't have a canvas uploaded for that particular song. So if we come down to the Wolves here, I'm going to click this song, and we will add a canvas. When we get to the song, we'll go to the top right and select Add Canvas. From here, we can see there are a few rules that we need to follow. URLs and call to actions are prohibited. If used text should be relevant to the track. Preview your canvas with player controls before uploading. And canvases that don't follow the policies will be removed. Fortunately, we're going to be fine. We have made sure to follow all of that, and all of the file requirements we made sure to do as well. So now we're going to click the plus sign here to add our canvas. If we go to the desktop, we'll select To the Wolves Canvas and select Open. So now if we hover over it, we can see the canvas in action as it plays. We can even preview it on an iPhone 10. Turn that back off, and now we'll select Next. Now we've got to agree to the terms and select Post. So now our canvas is uploading, and now it is posted. No time at all. So we'll select Close. And it says your canvas for To the Wolves is on Spotify, but it could take an hour to appear for some listeners. So now we're good to go. Spotify for Artists has uploaded our canvas to the track. So now we can go to Spotify and preview it on our phone, and our canvas looks something like this.
You threw me to the wolves and left me there to die. I think about it all the time.
So this is exactly how you make and upload a Spotify canvas easily using software on your computer. There are 1,000 different ways to create your canvas. You can make a video, you can make animations, you can use different software, you can upload an image if you want to. You can do all kinds of different things. So don't be afraid to get creative, think outside of the box. And if you don't like what you have currently, you can always change it. You can always go and upload a new canvas whenever you want to. This is how I do it. This is how I've done it for all the tracks that I have that have a canvas. And the results have been really good for me. I've been happy with how they have gotten engagement and how they performed, and people have given me good feedback on them as well. So don't be afraid to try something and see how it works. Now, before I let you go, if you don't subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And at the end here, I've got a couple other videos you can check out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.